Hello and welcome back to episode 3 of Little Big Workshop. You join me as I'm just about to finish this first Dollar Horse contract for Crazy Steve. And once that's done, we've got another Dollar Horse one to do, which should be, as soon as we get these loaded up, we'll take that contract. There we go. So now that's done, we can take the challenge because it's the exact same thing as what we've just done. Alright, create plan. There you go. And it's not a lot at all, it's just these wooden planks. So we'll send that over to that one, so then hopefully somebody else will come and... No, you move up there, and you move back down. There you go. So now we can hopefully get 2 people working on this. And get all of it done. So you're making 4 Dollar Horses there, you're making 4, and I think there'll be another one. Yeah. That's absolutely fine and dandy. You'll take that through. The Dollar Horse is a nice, easy way to make a bit of money. With it being such a short process, it's just woodworking station, paint station, job done. And because we've got 4 workers, we can keep this going pretty efficiently. And then once we've done that, I think I'll take the double or quack. It's not a massive amount of money per product, but they're pretty quick to make, so we'll get them delivered. The Crazy Steve, I think he's... we've got Sukiya. We'll get all that sent out. And there we go. So now, let's do a double or quack, let's plan the product. Yeah, so it's just injection press, which makes a little duck, and then you paint it. And the market was 53 deliverables, so what we'll do is we'll make 40, which will cost us just under 1,000 to make, apparently. We've got 17.5 grand. So we'll get all that sent through. So because it's a 2-process job, someone will make that, and then somebody else will paint it. And because we've got 4 members of staff, we should be absolutely fine. So there you go, this guy's painting them, and this one's making the press. So while they're doing that, let's have a look and see what else we need. Sandbox kits are a lot better if you've got 2 presses, because it needs to make the bucket and the spade, and then they get painted. Now we need metal working for the rake, don't we? Yeah, we need a metal extruder, or metal caster, which we don't have. So I think we'll wait on that one. Just stick to woodworking and plastic for the time being. That's metal. The Orcish multi-tool, it's a good product to make, but at the moment the demand is low and the price is low, so we're not going to bother with that. Have we got a sewing station? No, we've got a gluing station. That's been affected by Nemesis ink, which means the price and the demand is slowly going to drop. So it's not a worthwhile product to be making. Now we could go for some of the Sukiya stuff, the wooden stuff basically, because we do have everything we need to make them. Who's leveled up? Sophie's leveled up, our hauler. Now we have got access to some machinery, which would make things a bit easier. Let's just keep on top of repairs. You'll need a repair, won't you? Yeah. I'm hoping the guys who come off break, yeah, they're the ones who will repair it. So then it's just a case of painting that last one, and we open the market. That's 6,000, so it's cost us just shy of 2,000 to make after the time. But now we'll make, this will get us about to 20,000, which will be very nice. We've got another 2 R&D points. So I think what I'm going to go for is not bothered about plots because we've still got quite a lot of land to use. We don't need more employees. Don't think we need to go on a marketing strategy just yet. So I'm going to go for the more parts and resources, because it can be quite useful if you've got a slight problem. Ah, there was only demand for 39 by the end of it. Right, okay. Well, what we'll do, we'll ignore that for the time being, and we'll make some bedside tables. Potentially it'll come back on the market, and we'll be able to do that. Okay, so all of these are just going to have to be done on a woodworking station, which is a bit annoying. We can't do that. Maybe we can change some of this about. Ah, we might need metalworking for this. Let's back out of here and have a look at... The demand for that's not very high. The demand for this is increasing, and so is the price. So let's see if we can just do this with all wood. Yes, we can. Okay, so bright wood wherever I can, just because it's the cheapest. Oh, nice, we can make it all out of bright wood. So brilliant. So one of the things you can do is just click on one of the gluing stations and then shift click all the other gluing stations. Right click and link it to there. Now all of them are done. Don't have to worry about that. Same with you guys. So both the assemblies, and then link it to the billboard. And we'll only make 30 of these because it's going to be a bit expensive. We'll make it in batch just because we don't want to worry about mixing the orders together. Move that up. We'll leave the double quack there just in case it does come back on the market and there is demand. We won't get the 169 gold for it, I wouldn't expect, because we'll push demand right down. Oh, I could do with a shelf being put along here. And the loader's about to start lobbing wood everywhere. That's not too bad actually. We can get people working on this. Yeah, it won't let me put a shelf down until these have moved. So I need to remember to actually do that and not forget like I usually do. Because if you look, this is a very bad area for them to try and get through to. Now luckily they won't be getting through much. Only to put stuff in the export zone. And they can go around to get where they need to. So we'll have a look, see if in 17 hours we get some more double O quacks on the market. But this should be nice and easy. Obviously we haven't got a time limit on this because it's not a challenge or a contract for a company. This is just us making it for the sake of making it. Is this actually full? I think it is. So it's this that's cutting the raw wood down, isn't it? Yeah. There's something fishy going on in your factory. We may have one or several spies in our workforce. Track and catch them before they start any trouble. Okay. I'm not going to turn them off. So we'll just keep an eye. So I think it's this fella, so we'll, yeah. So he's writing some stuff down, so we accuse the worker. And we got it right. We've got 3,000 gold for that. Very nice. What else is in here? Ah, shortcut wooden planks. Definitely need a shelf being put in here. Will make life a million times easier. And the market has changed. And we do have double O quacks on there, so sell that. It's another 170 gold in our back pocket. And it gets rid of it there as well. Something's breaking. That's the woodworking stations are having a bit of a struggle. So we'll let them get fixed up because they sure as hell need it. There we go. Keep the efficiency up, make things quicker. Happy days. And this area is slowly being emptied out a little. This area is full as well of wooden planks. Trying to think of a better way to have this. But we're not really using the paint station at the moment, so people aren't having to run there. Not a problem. You need to wait until we've got all of this made, which is all on the woodworking stations. Okay. But we've already made one. And it's just sat on the floor. I assume it won't be able to fit on a shelf. While we are waiting, I'm going to buy another shelf for this area. So we can have bulky stuff, hopefully around here. And the shelf can be put there for smaller stuff, like the double O quacks. So yeah, with it being batched, it tries to make 5 at a time. So we've already made 2. There you go, we made 3. This station's going to keep trying to make the full units. We just need all of this to be done on the gluing station. I'm actually going to prioritise the gluing because there's a lot to get done on the gluing for this project. So that means somebody will just sit there and constantly glue stuff. Well, until it's break time. But yeah, that's what was stopping these wide drawers being made. And there you go. Hauler takes it round. We've got 4 done. So it's always good to keep an eye on the market price, just because it does fluctuate. And if it starts to drop, it's good to sell off as much of the stock as you've got. Because otherwise the price might keep dropping and then you are buggered. Very nice. Now where are these being made? These are made on the woodworking stations. So what tasks are left to do? It's just cutting the wooden planks down, isn't it? Yeah. Still got a fair whack of stuff to get done though. And we need to repair this woodworking station. It is breaking. There we go. That's nice. Come on everybody. We don't need to all be taking a break at the same time. We have 30 of these. You see the price has dropped. So what I am going to do, I'll sell them 5, just because that'll take us to about 23,000. This is definitely one of the times where it'd be easier to have machinery that's specifically done for, say, straight cuts. Right, hauler, take that. Put it through here, happy days. But the good thing is we should still end up making a decent profit. We're already in profit. Because it cost us 7,000, it cost us about 4,500 I think for the raw materials. Still on 116 here because it's been taking them out of there. So now that's empty, we should start seeing this number drop. Again, sell another 5, keep my hauler busy. We'll even let them do it, yeah, that's fine by me. We're sitting very comfortable. We've still got another 20 to make, so we're looking good. Yeah, the repairer dropped a little bit on there. We don't want that to happen. We want to keep things nice and repaired, keep them nice and efficient. Yep, we found mould. So mould is just these little purple spores. We'll get a piece of equipment dropped off here. Where have I put it? Ah, it's over here. It's funnily enough in the room we need it. So we can just unpack that, put it in here. The hauler will come and fix that. And that'll load up and send out a compound that effectively disposes of anything organic or mold-like. Hold your breath or use a gas mask while operating. Nah, we don't bother with that. So factory's clean. Again, we'll get... Where is it? There it is. They'll come pick that up. And there we go. So we've just had another market cycle come round and the price of these is dropping quite a lot. so we'll probably only get another 20,000, potentially even less for them. However, we might be able to do it. If we don't make any in the next 2 days, or we don't make enough to sell in the next 2 days, the demand should stick about, so it might bump back up. I'm actually willing to risk that. It should be okay. Right, that one has no task. With it being batched, not everything's going to be working at the same time. But we can just keep separating them out. So you're making draw boxes, you're making draw boxes. You've got stuff to do, you've got stuff to do. There we go. So you're going to keep gluing. Why is nobody working on this one? Come on guys, someone needs to do this. Okay, there you go. Someone finally came across to sort that one out. And there you go, we've got another one made, so we're starting to finish off this batch of draws. So what I will do is I'll hold off selling them in this market cycle to see if that price comes back up a little bit. Because regardless, we're sitting on more money. We started at 17,000, I want to say. About 16, 17,000, and we're already up to 31 with 20 more to sell. So we should be A-okay. Which means while that's happening, I'm going to remodel this. Bulldoze this wall. It's only going to cost us 2.5 grand. And they'll start building that. What I'm tempted to do is move everything over here and have exports be put here. So in that case, let's move this down. Or might have an export building here, just purely for exports. How much will this cost? 5 grand. No, let's go for it. We'll get some shelves put in. I'm not too fussed about the comfort of this room, just because it's not going to be used much to actually have people in. It's just going to be used purely for exports. And then what I can do, if I leave these shelves here, delete the export and drag that over, they'll start using these shelves, which will be A-okay. There we go. So that's an export only. We'll delete this zone. There we go. And we'll move this over. So this is the main storage thing for these 2 rooms. And that's where all the produce will be. So that, yeah, these are already, the shelves are already starting to get filled up. Is that scrap? Oh no, it's just a pile of handles randomly sitting on the floor. But nice if they actually had boxes to put stuff in. But apparently not. Getting more drawer boxes made. What are we waiting on? These guys to cut them. But now if we improve our workforce, then we can have a big enough room for them. I wouldn't really like this as a break table. Looks a tad bit uncomfortable. Let's have one of these. It's only 900. We're looking after our staff. That'll just mean breakpoints come back quicker. There we go. Look at that. So it can hold a maximum of 7. We're looking to be pretty steady on that front. Not to worry. One there, and one there. So a nice 1,000 just to fill these up with shelves. And there we go. So any small products will be put along here. Surprisingly, it's not too big. Comfort in here is not brilliant. Comfort in here is okay. And comfort in here isn't a worry, because people are just going to be coming in, dropping stuff off. Or picking stuff up and leaving. So again, not a big worry. There you go. These guys are making more stuff. We're getting close to the end. This has only got 7 total things to make. I'm not going to mess about with the order just because it is batch producing them. Let's get these fixed. Again, it seems to prioritise this one on the right hand side as opposed to this one. And if we can get this done in 21 hours, which I doubt, it's only 1600. But it is reputation with Crazy Steve. I'll check that before the market updates in 15 hours, and if needs be, I'll just take the order, prioritise it as a contract, and we'll do that one. And that's where we'll call it for episode 3. I hope you'll come join me next time, same time next week, for episode 4, where we get a little bit more done and things get a little bit more efficient and definitely more improved around the factory. Thank you very much, and see you next time.